Hello, everyone. Good evening and good morning to all of you. I hope you had an amazing sleep time for today's workshop. Yesterday, we did know a lot about the Amazon region context, and today you're going to see a bunch of companies that are doing business here in a sustainable way for you to have great insights for your business model that you're going to be developing. Today, we are going to be back again with Professor Paulo Reis from Manioca, and of course, yesterday he showed how much he knows about our region, and today he's going to share a little bit more about his experience. Professor Paulo, thank you so much. The floor is yours.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. I also hope you had a great night of day or a day of work or study, depending on where you are right now. I don't know if you all know, but we have here students from Brazil, of course, but at least 3 states, if I'm not wrong. We have students from USA, from Peru, from Germany, from China, and some country more, Professor Kai? USA,
Peru, Germany, China, and Macau.
Yeah, so Macau also. That's really nice, guys, have you here and have many different countries represented from you. It's really nice also to understand your interest in the Amazonian stuffs. So how to deal with our region, how to deal with it in a sustainable way. Of course, understanding that being sustainable in your endeavors and businesses means that you could also be, be entrepreneurs that could take more and more advantage of natural resources we have here. So thanks again. Let's start for today. First of all, I want to thank you so much for your feedbacks. I have already read all of them. So thank you so much. We are already scheduling actually a time for just refresh the classes and understand how we could improve this experience for you. So thanks again. Thank you so much for your feedbacks, and let's start. We have 30 people here with us, almost. And let's go, guys. I left you a sentence just in your screen because I have heard this sometime, and I really understand this is true. If humanity understand the potential of the forest, taking men into the space will seem like child's play. What do we mean with this? Actually, we mean 2 things with this. The first one is that we are, many times just ignoring how potential and what are the opportunities we can have from our nature. I want to give you an example. There is a kind of film, that that actually has the length of some kilometers, and I mean really a film with kilometers of length, and it just fits in a spoon. So let's imagine this. We have a spoon, the same spoon you use to eat something, and there are kinds of films that can be in the same place of a spoon, the same size of a spoon, but then when you stretch it, it reaches kilometers. So try to imagine how sophisticated is a kind of natural resource that can be, kilometers long just fit in the space of a spoon. And the other example actually is a reflection is we have seen many billionaires throughout the world trying to understand how to deal with other planets, especially Mars, how to go to the space and maybe colonize another planet, when of course our major chance of survive as humanity, as a species, is to understand how to deal better with the world we have and with the nature we have. So we are at the same time maybe taking a wrong way, or at least a most difficult way, and also we are trying to do something that just ignore the advantage we could have from our natural resource. So with this in mind, let's start for today. We are talking about, of course, of the business opportunities you can find here, and there are some things we are, supposed to understand today, which is to understand and to learn how to make a SWOT analysis, especially in practical way. So we are just about to do it. We're going to do a SWOT analysis today. Understand what are the kinds of opportunities you can find here. I'm pleased to share with you the Maniocas case, the company I partner of, as well as who else is already doing it. So we will be able to, just see and talking about lots of examples actually of companies that are already taking main advantage and making business from the natural resource of the Amazon forest in a sustainable way. We also gonna have references from you, and then I will understand from you what word of reference that impacted you the most, and you're gonna start to create your business idea. So remember that yesterday we just wondered what kind of business you would create if you were asked to do so, and many of you explained business examples. You told me yesterday about sensors to understand the weather in the Amazon and prevent the wildfires, and many others. We've talked about tourism sector and so on. So this is the day you're gonna see lots of examples of this, and you're gonna be asked to create your business idea, because just to reinforce with you, because of course you already know that, in the next week you're gonna be asked to create a business idea, extract from the paper a business and with your team, and this business of course need to be related with the natural resources we have in the Amazon rainforest, and it could be something of products or something providing service, but you need to have in mind that we are actually talking about sustainability, natural resources, and Amazon rainforest. So you need to just put this thing together in order to create some business. And in the last days of the Amazon experience, we're gonna have a kind of shark tank, so you're gonna present your business idea to real investors, real business executives and professors. All right, so you're gonna have also the task of reviewing it in your home, so what kind of homework. So let's start by the SWOT analysis. I want to know from you, who else already knows about a SWOT analysis. So it is basically this kind of Canva in which you have the strengths, the weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of your businesses. Place it in the screen, place it in a Canva so you can look at it, look over it, and identify what are the things you need to take care about, what are the things you need to explore in order to make your business succeed, and so on. So first of all, I want to ask for you, who else have already knew this kind of tool. So please just put in the chat. You don't need to open your microphone if you don't want, but just put in the chat, just say me or I have already know SWOT analysis. I want to know maybe who else here have already have a contact with this kind of analysis. So guys, have you ever known SWOT analysis?
I have already done this.
Great. Yeah, please say to me on the chat, even if you have already done, make some exercise of it, so we can I can understand who else could help me to do that. Nice, girl. So the guys from Macau, from USA, Have you already, learned the SWOT analysis? All of us, great. So let's go. It's not so complicated, as you already know. And the fact here, actually, the intention, the goal here, is to understand, the key facts of your business. So what are basically the weaknesses and the strengths of your business, and we're going to divide it into opportunities and threats. As you may already know, taking from the top in the left side, talking about the strengths, we are talking about something, of course, which is good for your business idea, and that is related to something inner your business. Normally, your strengths does not relate, at least directly, with something from outside of your business. So if I have a business that have a really good price, it's most related to the costs I have and to the price I practice than to something outside for me. And the opposite, if I have some threats in the market, it just means that there is something outside of my control that could be threatening me and that I need to take care of, and I need to be concerned about, and I need to be aware of it. So the weaknesses in the opportunities works the same way. So the weaknesses maybe is if you have some product that has a short shelf life. So if your product just rests for 1 week, for example, let's say if you are selling natural sandwich, for example, and it of course is related to your kind of business, to your kind of product or service. So it is related to the things you have in your hands. And in the opposite, when we are talking about opportunities, of course, these opportunities is related to something on the market. So let's imagine the same example that we are talking about natural sandwiches, and then that in the market nobody can do actually no conservatives sandwiches, and you are the only one who could do that. So you have the only one natural sandwich with no conservatives, which is something as a strength for you. And in the market, everybody is looking for all natural sandwiches. So you have the opportunity of the market, something that people are looking for, and as well as you have your strength as something that you could offer to the market. So try to imagine this way. So in the top of the screen, the 2 points in the top of this Canva is actually are things related to your characteristics, something inner your businesses. And in the part of down the screen, you can see these 2 points, which is opportunities and threats, that is related to your market. Right, guys. So it was just to refresh something to you, as you already know SWOT analysis. And now I want to ask you just to go to your Microsoft Teams room, right? Please scan this QR code. I will already left the link here so you can access the forms. Just a second. Give me just a second. You can read the QR code or access the link I'm about to post on our chat. And please, I want you to take some, just a second, guys, let me just share with you. I'm not able to do 2 things at the same time. Okay, all right, so there's the link. So guys, please access this QR code or the link on the chat. All right, you're gonna be forwarded to a Google Forms, and there you'll be asked to answer some questions. which is, of course, the SWOT analysis, basically. So what I want for you is to understand what are the opportunities, threats, weaknesses, and strengths from the Amazon rainforest as a whole. So let's imagine that you're going to make some business from the Amazon rainforest, independently of which kind of business it is. Please try to understand and please fulfill the forms telling me what are the weaknesses, the threats, the opportunities and strengths you have just because you are making some business in the Amazon rainforest. Is it clear for you guys, this activity?
Very clear.
It is very clear. Okay, guys. So please go to a Microsoft Teams room to discuss with your team. And you guys from China, if you are not able to access the Google Forms, you just need to answer the 4 parts of a SWOT analysis, and you can do this on the chat. You can just send me privately if you want. Just telling me what are the threats, the weaknesses, opportunities, and strengths you understand any kind of business that is related to the Amazon force have, right? All right, guys. So anything, it is an activity, of course. So go on, do that. We're gonna have some minutes to do that, at least 10 minutes. And please, if you have any doubts, just ask me, open your microphone if you want, or tap in the chat. I will leave this SWOT analysis on the screen. And just reinforcing, please guys, read the QR code or access the link I've posted in the chat. And the guys who are not able to access Google Forms, please write privately for me on the chat. What do you think are the threats, weaknesses, opportunities, and strengths in the case you are making some business in the Amazon rainforest, right? And guys, after that, I will choose somebody to just share with us some strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Um, and guys, just make sure you are supposed to do this on your Microsoft Teams room, right? So go there so you can interact with your team. Oh, and just one thing more, just one person of each team uh, will be able to answer the form. So just choose somebody from your team, and this person will be in charge of answering the forms. You just need to fulfill one forms per team, right? So just one forms per team. Discuss with your colleagues from your team, and then answer the forms or chat me here privately. Hi guys, just to give some information more to you. It is a doubt from some of your colleagues, and maybe it is a doubt from many of yours. Try to imagine that you have a business in the Amazon rainforest, right? Doesn't matter what kind of business it is. It could be a tourism business or a food business or cosmetic or tech business, any kind of business. The fact that is a business related to the Amazon rainforest, considering or challenges or natural resource, what are the kinds of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, or threats you have just because it is a business of of the Amazon region, right? Independently of the kind of business you are thinking about. So let's imagine that me at Manioca, we are a food industry. Let's imagine that we have other kind of business, which is a university, a private university like Cesupa. What are the kind of opportunities or threats, strengths or weaknesses we have, Manioca and Cesupa, despite they are totally different businesses? What are the kind of SWOTs we have because of the fact we are in the Amazon rainforest? So we are, as opportunities, we can be related to sustainability. We can, talk about climate crisis. We have the weaknesses of logistics because we are, in the northern part of Brazil. We have some threats, for instance, because Cesupa has online courses and Manioca has other big companies from other parts of Brazil. But otherwise, we have strengths like you have our natural resources or local experience like the Amazon experience. So this is the point. Try to imagine the Amazon region as a whole and business within the Amazon region. What are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats these businesses have because they are inside the Amazon rainforest and inside the context of the Amazon rainforest, right? You don't need to choose any specific kind of business. You don't need to choose any business because we are, we're gonna create a specific kind of business from yours late today. We are talking about generally. Just making sure you got it. Is it clear? Because if it isn't, my bad, I can explain it again.
I got it, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Guys, we're gonna have just 5 minutes more, right? All right, guys, let's go. Thank you for
Teacher.
your, yeah.
Can you give it for us 5 minutes, please?
I can give you 3, right?
Okay.
Yeah, the time is
Thank
running.
you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. So let's start. I would like to hear from you your thoughts on it, your SWOT. Liu, as you were one of you and your team, as you were one of the first who finished it, could you share with us what are your thoughts on SWOT, considering Amazonian businesses as a whole, as in general? Can you tell us something about it, Liu?
Okay.
Yeah,
Paul can
thank you.
hear me. So, after I talk it, I will send it by words. Maybe I didn't say it very clear. So the string is that my teams and as we saw, the first is as a tourist determination. That we mean that we will have many tourists to visit Amazon every year. So people will go there and have cost to buy things. Also, the place have many people, so the labor cost will be lower. And the natural material, we have very organic and natural materials to make things, and great production environment. The fifth is particularly abundant raw materials and logistics resources that are not available elsewhere. That's the strangest that we have made. The weakness is 4 points. The first point is uncertainty of the natural environment. The second point is a local infrastructure infrastructure, sorry, is a bit weak.
Yeah.
And the third point is transportation between regions is underdeveloped. It's hard for us to make the raw materials and send them to the cities and change them become to the products we need to do. And the fourth point is the developed convenient it's, sorry, I have to say it is the difference between cities and the Amazon rainforest. I mean, the people living in there, it's hard to connect with them. The opportunities is 3 points. The first is the developed convenient transportation and economic globalization, the world's diverse, sorry, needs. Sorry, what has she said? The second point is the current world demand of organic food. The third point is technological development opens up more possibilities. The last one, the last part, the threats is product. The current product is not competitive enough, and the supply and demand is not stable. Also, the product homogeneity is relative strong, and the reputable brands are demanding and can easily be supported by big companies. No, that's all. Thank you.
Thank
Well,
you, Liu. Yeah, very nice. I think you got many important points. For instance, the logistics stuff, especially within the Amazon rainforest, so to connect, you know, raw materials to your factory or office. So you got many important points. So anybody else, maybe from Brazil or USA? Let me see. I have. All right. So let me. Can I choose some of you? Would you mind? So maybe team 1, which is represented for Danilo. Danilo, would you like to share with us?
First,
Liu, your mic is open.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry.
okay, so the strengths we put that is the market appeal for being a sustainable business in the Amazon that has and marketing appealing to the world and the people that like to buy this kind of products. The weaknesses, we put the lack of specialized workforce. We would like to train the workforce, so we have to think of that, of infrastructure of training to these people that would work for us. And the opportunities, we see that there is a high demand for sustainable products, so there's an opportunity there, and we have a competitive environment that is not so much explored. Like, there are not a lot of companies working there, so the competitiveness of the market is not that high. We could say it's like a blue ocean if we find the right products to work on. The threats, first we put that the government, we don't have a lot of good government policies to help these kind of things, so it can look bad to other countries. and lack of infrastructure and technology, because it's hard to manufacture a product in there, so you couldn't gain the economy of scale, so our product could get a higher price. So that could be a threat, this lack of infrastructure and technology to work on the products. And logistics, put that intern and first the internal logistics, I think is the most difficult between the Amazon, the region that we will produce, and the region that we're going to export from. So I think that's a challenge there.
Yeah, Danilo, great. You also got really important points, and I wish to comment some of them. First, the local government of Pará State, the state or province where we are, where Cesupa is actually in Brazil, and also in the Amazon, launched some public policy to a region, and this public policy were with the goal of stimulate companies to go to some place in the Amazon rainforest, which is Marajó Island, which is an island at with the same size of Switzerland. And the public policy just didn't work exactly because they didn't understood the lack of specialized workforce. So many industries try to just create projects to install some factories there, but a really important issue was exactly the lack of specialized, or at least kind of basically specialized workforce. So it is really important. Other thing I wish to comment with you is the kind of blue ocean strategy you mentioned. At Manioca, my company, I'm about to present this to you. We choose exactly this kind of strategy to to run. I want to mention to you the Tucupi sauce example. You're gonna be aware of it some minutes later. But Tucupi is a totally different kind of sauce that only northern inhabitants know. So if you are, of course, from the north region of Brazil, you already know Tucupi. But if you are maybe from China, USA, Germany, Peru, countries that we have represented here with you, perhaps you don't know Tucupi sauce. And we choose to use exactly Tucupi sauce, despite it is a totally new product and doesn't have yet the established market. But we do choose that because we would be kind of surfing this wave of a blue ocean almost alone. So of course there are opportunities in it. So very nice, Danilo. Thank you so much for your contributions, and Leo also. Guys, does anybody else would like to comment? I think it is really important, because if you understand that despite we have, of course, threats, we also have opportunities. So if you understand that, it is, I think, a really important point to make some endeavor in the Amazon region. So anybody else would like to comment? Maybe I will choose, guys. You let me do that. Clarice, you were making something.
Hello,
Can you share with us? Thanks.
Yes. So me and Lee, we're talking about these opportunities, weaknesses, and the others. So let me see. Okay. About the opportunities, we put on environmental green. I think it's a good opportunities. So about the weaknesses, we put on law and difficult to accept for people. Opportunity for plentiful material. And for threats, we put on restricted markets. So this is our answers.
Great, Clarice. Just to follow the last example I gave and comment your comments, your notes actually. of course, we are in a kind of a blue ocean using tucupi sauce in our example of manioca, which is a food industry. But of course, we have totally new markets. So we do need to educate people to consume and to use the product we offer. So of course, it is also a really big challenge to deal with. Right, guys, so very nice. We got many answers for you, so I want to thank you so much for this. We're gonna
Well, there's a member of my group that is waiting for you to allow you to enter. She's asking me
really,
to.
oh, that's true. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, have admitted them all. Right, great. Thank you, Danilo. Okay, so let's go further because the time is running. I want to, just point with you that we have many opportunities here. So let's imagine, and we're gonna be talking about in the last hour, I think, about this kind of opportunity. So food, try to imagine the opportunities we have in food. There's today I have met, and unfortunately I'm not able to bring here this example to you in images or videos, but I have met somebody who are producing teas with local local ingredients. So they are producing tea with cupuaçu and with guaraná and many others. I have bought some item from them. But let's imagine let's imagine China, for instance, or UK, or many countries in Europe, for instance. Let's imagine the size of market for tea. And we already have many kinds of really spreaded and known varieties of tea. So yeah, let's imagine how good would it be if you have any flavor like this guy I've met today. Tea, I mean chai. If I'm not clear in English, I'm sorry. So let's imagine also fruits, seeds, and oils. I don't know if you know that, but we have been, as a region, as Amazon rainforest, an exporter of many important ingredients worldwide. I will give you some examples. We have also beverage opportunities. Let's imagine, kind of beers or liquors, or maybe vodka or gin produced using local ingredients. Let's imagine also the cosmetics. Of course, there are many small, medium, and really big companies working with cosmetics based on our natural resource. We can also talk about timber, tourism, fashion. I've met somebody today also work with natural DYE. How can I say this? Pigmentos extracted from natural ingredients from the Amazon rainforest. We have e-commerce opportunities. Of course, we have climate services, maybe the CO2 market, which is something just booming. High techs and NGOs, as I presented to you yesterday. So let's go on who's already doing it. So Manioca is, of course, the first example, is my example, and I'm really proud to share this with you. So Manioca is our company name, and we choose this name specifically because many of our products, not only from Manioca, but also from our local food culture, are based on cassava, cassava production and processing. Here's the product line we have at Manioca. Actually, there are just some of our products, just to illustrate to you. We have been producing actually souvenirs, which is kits with many products to be sold and purchased and bought as souvenirs or kits to you to give a gift to somebody you want, or to yourself, of course. Jams, seeds and nuts, which can be used as spices or seasonings, flours, grams, granolas, hot sauce, and seasoning sauces, especially the tucupi sauce. So we have started just supplying the best chefs in the world, actually in Brazil and some of the world, but especially the best chefs in Brazil with local Amazonian ingredients. We have been supplying them for some years, up to the point we understood that we have this kind of product in our free markets, like Verupes, which is, I've said to you, the biggest open market in Latin America. And this is the way we found our flowers in Verupeso market. So we imagined that we could transform or at least have one more option to the ones who want to buy this kind of flower, especially out of our city. So we have producing products like this. This is basically the same kind of flowers, but we understood that we would be we would be asked to offer our products in different packings, communications, and just positioning market if you want to reach a major and bigger market, especially southeast part of Brazil and Europe, USA, China, or other markets. This is the tucupi sauce traditionally found in our open and free markets in our city, and this is still found this way yesterday. If you went to if you go to a free market like Verupes market, but we understood that we could do things like this. So we were the first company to offer this kind of sauce without the necessity of refrigeration, because we invested in technology and food technology, especially for this product. And we were also the first company to export this kind of sauce in the world. So we are very proud of it, and we understood that tucupi is a kind of sauce that could be in everybody's house, independently if it's somebody from Brazil or other country. And we could reach things and news like this. So a Brazilian chef being awarded with the most, the most remarkable award to gastronomy worldwide, which is Michelin stars, just, serving to their clients, to their customers, things like this. Here we have foie gras, which is a really traditional French dish, actually, served with tucupi sauce and or really famous farinha de Bragança, which is a flour produced in a specific region near from Belém. So what I'm telling you is that we want to make some impact on the shelves, especially the shelves for your houses, and also on the shelves of supermarkets. We want to go to a supermarket or to your house, independently on where you are, and just find there some product from the Amazon rainforest. So let's think something. I don't know, I don't know how many of you are used to eat. I don't know your habits. I don't know what kind of food do you like, but I'm certain that you have in your house, and we are talking about 5 or maybe 6 countries here, but I'm sure that you have in your house maybe soy sauce, ketchup, olive oil, mayonnaise, mustard, or sauce like Worcester sauce, or sauce like this. And we just understand, and we truly believe that tucupi can be this kind of sauce that everybody knows worldwide. So we really, hope that maybe if I arrive to China somewhere actually, I could go to Liu, and Liu just could be telling me that she's using actually tucupi sauce in their home. And what we do is basically, deeply understand the ingredient we have, which is for this kind of sauce, cassava, and to understand what are the possibilities we have with this kind of ingredient. For cassava, for instance, we have the possibility of producing concentrated sauce, concentrated paste to be used as a seasoning. We are able to produce sauce like this one you can see on the screen, which is a sauce that can be used to replace in soy sauce or Worcester sauce, molho shoyu or molho inglês. And of course, we have the yellow tucupi, which is a traditional tucupi, widely known in the Amazon rainforest. This is a variety of tucupi we just released this year. Actually, it was this year. And we have been awarded as the most innovative product in Europe in one of the most important gastronomy exhibitions worldwide. So tucupi, which is a so traditional and already widely known product here in my region, but only my region, are now being spread because of our job in Brazil and also in Europe, USA, Japan, and we hope soon in China. But we have been awarded as a innovative product with maybe the same kind of product that have been traditional to us for many centuries. So this is the possibilities of the Amazonian natural resource, So just to understand the opportunities we have in our hands because of our ingredients, our culture, and try to understand how to reach other markets with the product we maybe already have. So you can see in your screen just a traditional Amazonian product awarded as a innovative product in Europe. We have other kinds of products. Also have the spices. We have also Brazil nut and cocoa nibs, which is kind of grinded cocoa seed. It's basically some steps before it turns to chocolate. And we have also puchuri, which is another kind of seed we can use to replace nutmeg. So this is a product line from us. We have this kind of product, which is souvenir. It's a kit. You can find it actually in airports, tourist places, and we have also hot sauce. We have 3 kinds of hot sauce nowadays, which is a opportunity to the guys who already know hot sauce, maybe in other parts of Brazil or of the world, but don't know the ingredients we have. So we produce it hot sauce so they can use as a hot sauce in their habits. At the same time, they are just tasting and trying a totally new ingredient from the Amazon rainforest. We have been, noticed in many Brazilian newspapers like Estadão, which is one of the bigger ones in Brazil, like Forbes Brazil, and like many others. And it is exactly because we understood how to deal with in a sustainable, innovative way with the ingredients we have in the Amazon rainforest. We have also been awarded many times because of sustainability approach. So we have been awarded as good business for climate because we generate positive impact in the families we have in our supply chain. We have also been accelerated many times for important accelerators to the Amazon rainforest, some of which I've shown to you yesterday. We have been chosen as a case of study, case of success actually, by National Service to Small Companies, which in Brazil we call SEBRAE. And we have been also invested by Auxilia Brazilian Fund, which is a fund owned by a UK and French company. That's it. And we have been also recognized as one of the 3 most innovative small companies in Brazil in 2019, especially because of the job we have been doing with the ingredients, with marketing or new ingredients to new markets, and also because of the job we have been doing with our supply chain, generating incomes monitoring their land so we can avoid deforestation, as well as we are just promoting technical assistance to small farmers and communities in our supply chain. We run a kind of support program within Manioca, and this program is focusing on helping our suppliers, as I've said to you, small communities, family-based cultivations, to develop themselves. At the same time, they supply us with many ingredients. So we have technical assistance to raw materials to improve the quality of product. We have also technical assistance to monitor and to, make them know how to deal with their forest. We have also technical assistance to improve their business management. We have technical assistance for labor quality, logistics, and social aspects of them. Here's a picture from us. Actually, we have annually in the end of the year, normally, of course, we haven't had it last year because of the pandemics, but we hope we're going to be able to do this year. But every year we just gather all of our suppliers, normally in some place of them, to just make brainstorm to understand their feedbacks of our job, understand how we can improve this relation and in our job also to the next year. And as a small company, we are at a small company. We think we are maybe just the only or some of the sorry, just admit somebody. Okay, so we think we are just one of the only companies to do that. So sorry. Okay. So guys, we have been also exporting our product. We have been exporting not only to other regions of Brazil, it's not an exportation formally, but we have also been exporting our product to USA, to the whole Europe, but our distributor is based in France, but we are now delivering to the whole Europe, from Portugal to Germany. And we are also, it isn't on the map, but we are also now delivering to Japan. And we are really proud of it, especially because it is really interesting see how a product from the Amazon rainforest has been super valued for and adored for chefs and customers in other countries. All right, guys, so let's go to some examples I want to give you. We have Nakao, which is a company from the Amazon rainforest. They just produce chocolates using, of course, local cocoa. I don't know if some of you know this, but cacao and cocoa is something native from the Amazon rainforest. So if it weren't our forest, if it wasn't actually our forest, we wouldn't have chocolate worldwide spread. So if we have chocolate in the world, it is thanks to the Amazon, because cacao, cocoa was born here. So we have Nakao, it's a company for chocolate, and notice their approach of showing and presenting the producer's face, so the client, the customers can be aware of who is the guy who is planting the cocoa I'm just consuming in this chocolate. We have also Cura, which is a company that made this kind of canned food. It is actually canned fish from the Amazon rainforest, just made with normally with olive oil. It is something amazing. We have been doing this with many fishes worldwide, especially with let me see what's the name of the fish. I just forgot it. Just a second. Yeah, sardine. We have been doing this with sardine and also with tuna in many countries. So it is a company of canned fish, natural fish from the Amazon rainforest. We have also Petrus. Petrus is a company near from Belém. They produce sorbets and ice creams based on acai berries. We have Aui Superfood, which is a company that wants to promote to a really super food with many ingredients and many many super ingredients that can give you lots of nutritional potential, but it is also based on acai berries besides of other superfoods. We have also fruit, seeds, and oils. So one example is the Japanese cooperative, which is based near from my city. It is a city which were a colony to Japanese in Brazil many years before, and they have launched Canta. Canta is a cooperative which is responsible for exportation of many of our native fruits, and they produce and all of the stuff they produce are produced in agroforestry systems, and they have a really great scale. We have also Guaraná. Guaraná sometimes can reach 3 times the caffeine we find actually in coffee. So try to imagine it. And I've mentioned to you that company of tea they have met today, and they use Guaraná to produce some teas. We have rosewood oil. I don't know if you know, but this is the most famous perfume worldwide, Chanel No. 5. Just make a Google of it, and you're gonna know how important it is to the perfume sector. It is the most famous perfume of our history, and Chanel No. 5 use it as a basis to their perfumes, just rosewood oil, oil of pau rosa, which is a Amazonian native tree. We have also lots of kinds of beverage. We have, for instance, Oca, which is a company I'm now partner of. We are just juice industry, so we produce six different kinds of juice based on local fruits, and we are also developing new kinds of juice that have super ingredients like Guaraná. We have Amazon Beer, which is a local famous company, but unfortunately only locally. They were the first one company to assume just this Amazon forest identity on their brand, on their package, and they have been producing for many years. I think they have about 20 years. So they are producing beers with local ingredients. We have also Colorado. Colorado were a small brewery, but now they are owned by Ambev, which is the biggest brewer worldwide, and they have been using some Amazonian ingredients to produce this kind of beer, and they have been marketing it, selling it with dynamic prices. So they related their prices of this beer with the deforestation rate. So if the deforestation rate in the Amazon rainforest were just rising, they just raised the prices. So if we had lots of trees being cut in the Amazon rainforest, they just raised the price of this beer to just provoke you to note how the deforestation were increasing, and the opposite also. So if the deforestation just decreases, they decrease it also the price of this beer. We have a coffee gram being produced in the Amazon rainforest. It is a project of regenerative agriculture, and they have been producing cocoa besides of this coffee in a city so affected by the deforestation in the southwest part of the Amazon rainforest. So even this, of course, that coffee is not is not an ingredient native from the Amazon rainforest, it is totally applicable to our region if it's something that can recover our forest at the same time that then generate incomes to some entrepreneur or to some producer. And this is the case of that coffee. This is a isotonic. This is just a competitor to Gatorade, for instance, and it is an isotonic from Brazil that is made with tapioca. Tapioca is an ingredient that all of the Brazilians know, and many of you worldwide already know. Tapioca is just the starch of cassava. And yeah, this is an isotonic, totally organic, totally natural, that has been produced with tapioca. We have Amas. Amas is an organic sparkling tea that have been just marketing in USA. And here we have a video from Amas, and I want you to just understand and notice it. How could a food based on a local ingredient, how could it be with a young and nice and so how can I say it, so soft approach, so interesting approach. Let's see this video of a nice drink. Let me just check if we have optimized it for video. Just a second, guys. Just let me know if you are watching this video well, if it isn't freezing, and just ping like this. Sorry, guys. It is freezing, guys. Let me just take it from beginning. Just a second.
Does it have sound? Because I'm not hearing anything.
You cannot hear the sound?
Yes, me
Yes,
neither.
we can't hear it. And
Okay, guys, let me just check something here. Just a second, I'm sorry. Guys, now I think it's gonna work. Just let me know if it does it. Let's go.
We believe that we are part of a highly intelligent system. The Amazon rainforest is our greatest natural treasure, our origin, our inspiration. We borrow its magical super plants that balance us, heal us, and enable us to flow. Yes, we borrow because we give back. We believe that instead of depleting natural resources, we can increase them. Because the time to regenerate our planet is now. It's our challenge, it's our journey. We are one, we are Amaz.
Nice, guys, isn't it? Have you noticed that they said we borrow ingredients from the Amazon rainforest, and they've said we borrow, yes, because we give back. Look how interesting is this kind of approach. Is a yerba mate, is our kind of a tea produced with mate, of course, and other ingredients like mushrooms from the Amazon rainforest, and how they are selling this in USA using many things in their favor from the Amazon rainforest, especially the sustainable approach, the cool approach of it. Sustainability nowadays isn't actually some kind of environmentalist anymore. Nice, guys. So let's go further. Have you liked this? Just chat me so I can know if you have heard well and
Yes, it's
if
cool.
you thought it was cool. Great. Okay. Just a second, guys. Okay. Right. Can you see me, guys? My cam? Yeah, I can see you. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, doesn't matter. I'm sorry, guys, I can't see you again. Just a second. Okay, guys, let's go again. I'm sorry. So we have also cosmetics. I want to present you Equilibri. Equilibri is a small company from the Amazon region, but they have, reached a status of, a natural and very soft and powerful cosmetic. They use handmade approach to sell natural cosmetics using Amazon ingredients. We have also Terral, and Terral isn't even an Amazon company, but they are using Amazon ingredients, like cupuaçu in this cream, just because the high powers of high power of hydration of our ingredients. We have also here Natura. Natura is a really big company, but despite of that, they have been able actually to just understand how to deal with Amazon rainforest, and they have been doing that successfully because they have been just telling people how they are related to our biodiversity and how their products generate positive impact in the Amazon. At the same time, they are using powerful ingredients from our forest. Natura, for instance, have installed a really big factory in the Amazon rainforest just to be closer to the producers, just to be closer to their impact job in the forest with communities and producers. And there is a kind of a good news, because now we have labs and we have industrialization near from more biodiversity and operating in just in a forest-friendly way. We have L'Occitane also, which is a French company using kumaru. Kumaru is tonka bean, is a kind of a seed, which has actually the same flavor and the smelling of vanilla, and that's why kumaru has been just booming. Everybody else wants to use kumaru in cosmetics and even in food stuff. that there are lots of people using cumaru to produce ice cream, for instance. We have also timber projects here in the Amazon rainforest. This is a guy who I know. His name is Antonio, and Antonio actually is a professor from State University of Amazonas, and he has developed a kind of MDF, which is a wood panel largely used worldwide. Probably the table in which you are in right now is made from MDF panels. And they have developed, actually, he has developed a panel based on acai seeds. So when you use the acai pulp to produce, the acai juices and produce any kinds of products from acai, you left behind the acai seeds. And Antonio has discovered a way to use that seeds, those seeds actually, to produce MDF panels. And we are talking about a really, really large scale market, which is the market of MDF and furnitures. We have also Amata. Amata has a public area, and they were authorized to explore sustainable, actually in a sustainable way, some areas extracting natural wood from the forest, of course, which is a controlled activity, so they are not able to deforest or to prejudice, actually to damage the forest. And they have been maybe some of the only companies to have certified wood to export and sell to furniture industries and so on. They have also developed a kind of combining between different pieces of wood that allows the wood to be used as a structural material to buildings like this one you can see on my screen. We have also our bowl. When you make the job like a mata, you just cut some tree, certified tree to produce, wood pieces. You left behind pieces of the wood you are not able to use like the Amata uses. So our bowl is here just to, understand this as an opportunity. So they take that pieces that are not useful to the wood market, the timber market, and they use it to produce, high quality and artisanal, handcrafted and exclusive pieces like these ones, especially because as they have different pieces of wood left behind, they are almost able to make only different pieces. So they understood how to make exclusively pieces to sell as something handcrafted and very cool. We have also opportunities in tourism sector. Look at this. This is a jungle lodge. Is a place to be hosted in the middle of the forest. This specifically one is called the Anavilhanas, and it is a lodge just established and just located in the middle of the forest. So you just wake up, look to your side and to front of you, and all you see is the Amazon rainforest. Try to imagine this as an opportunity to the tourism sector. And this is in the Amazonas state. I told you yesterday that Amazonas state have been able to take more advantage of the tourism sector than Pará state, which is my state. So try to imagine how many opportunities we have in Pará state to make the same thing. So you don't have even to just create something new. You have a really nice example in our neighbor state. This is the port of arriving to Anavilhanas lodge. So try to imagine you as a tourist, maybe not the Brazilian guys, but actually maybe not the northern guys, but try to imagine if you are from southeast part of Brazil or south part of Brazil. try to imagine this if you are from China, USA, or the country. Try to imagine you arriving in your hotel in the Amazon rainforest in a place like this. Look to this view. Look to this landscape. How amazing it is. This other really good example. It is an example from Peru. They have just transformed a boat in a lodge, in a hotel. Try to imagine you just, crossing the Amazon rivers in a place like this as a tourist. Is a really amazing experience. And we have a interesting and bad fact. Almost 60% of people who arrived in Belém in cruises like the one you are just cruise like this, they don't even land in Belém. I mean, they came to Belém and they just stay on the boat. They just stay on the ship, on the cruise, because they really don't know what to do in our city, despite they are already here. So try to imagine this, considering the context we have discussed about yesterday. We have been talking about the opportunities and difficulties of tourism sector, and try to understand what is the reason why people came to Belém in a cruiser and they just stay on the cruiser. They don't, land. They don't take a step on our city. Of course, they would like the Amazon. They would like our city. They would like, many things we have here. So what is the opportunity and the problem we have here? Try to look to this as an opportunity. I know that we are on pandemics, but try to imagine you in this situation. It is a situation really common to us in Belém and also in Manaus City and in many cities in the Amazon region. This kind of relaxing moment and relaxing place just within a wild forest, just take some time in our river. And guys, Belém, for instance, is surrounded by almost 40 islands that could be perfectly used to this kind of situation. So maybe you would you would like to think in an opportunity in your startup, in your business idea in the tourism sector. So we have also opportunities in fashion. This is a friend of mine, and I'm proud to say that Barbara is a really talented and gifted designer from Belém. She just understands how to use our culture and our materials to produce, really expensive jewels. She actually normally uses gold and plates, common materials, but she also knows how to use even cultural and natural fabrics from the Amazon rainforest, as the one in the ring you can see on actually her finger in this picture. And she knows just how to relate our traditions, animals like the ones you can see on the picture, and how to transform it into something really expensive and into an opportunity to explore in the jewelry sector or ingredients in our context. Look at this. This is another kind of ring Barbara has designed. We have also Seringo. Seringo is a company that came from a cooperativism project in the Amazon rainforest, and they just produce flip-flops much more resistant than Havaianas, which is a famous one in Brazil, an enormous company in Brazil. And Seringo just produces this kind of flip-flop produced from natural rubber. This is another amazing example that I really like to share with you, which is it's a bag, but the leather you can see on this bag is actually extracted from pirarucu fish, which is a fish largely known and consumed in the Amazon rainforest. We normally eat this fish. It is an enormous fish. It is actually the largest fish from freshwater worldwide. And when you, of course, have a pirarucu fish, use it to extract their it's actually meat to consume. You have, just the leather of the fish as a garbage, but not anymore, because Osklin, which is a Brazilian fashion brand, have developed a technology to use pirarucu, which is a fish leather, to produce bags, shoes, and other kinds of fashion stuff like this. We have also opportunities in e-commerce. Have you ever heard about any e-commerce selling Brazilian or biodiversity or even Amazonian products in China? It's a really hot market for e-commerce. We have this company which is called Amazonia Hub. They have just specialized themselves on commercializing Amazonian products. We have also Mercado Livre. Mercado Livre is the largest company in Latin America, and they are in an e-commerce, just like Alibaba, just like Amazon, just like eBay. And they have been dedicating important sectors of their website to sustainable and Amazonian products, like you can see, as you can see in the screen. We have also services opportunities, and we have an amazing example, which is Renature. Renature is a business focused on helping large cultivations, large plantations to restructure their cultivation into regenerative systems. Renature has an amazing example when working with cocoa in conventional model of cultivation, which is just monocultivation. They could have 400 kilos for each hectare of cultivation. In agroforestry system, they could just triple this. At the same time, they were just recovering the forest and have other actually sources of income. As in a forest, you won't have only one species like cocoa. In the Amazon rainforest, for instance, it's really common to relate the acai berries plantation with cocoa plantation and with cupuaçu trees and other kinds of trees. We have also design companies. Libra is one of the best design companies to have the Amazon rainforest, and many times if you are looking for a designer to help you to produce your packing or cherries like Barbara or any kind of design, if you are looking for a designer outside of Amazon rainforest, the odds are this designer won't be able to understand your spirit, your soul, and probably they won't know how to apply Amazonian, characteristics and culture and use this as an opportunity for design. We have 100% Amazonia, which is a company specialized on exportation. They just find business opportunities worldwide to Amazonian and local ingredients. We have also high techs, of course. We have companies using jambu. Jambu is a really interesting and famous plant, famous leaf in the Amazon forest, because jambu has a characteristic, has a principle that gives you a kind of numbness on your tongue, on your mouth. So, you almost identify your mouth and your tongue kind of freezing or being refreshed because of spilantol, which is the principle of this plant. And there are some companies using jambu for many activities. There are companies using jambu for cancer treatment as an anesthetic. We have companies using jambu in just cosmetic products, in erotic products, even have been produced from Jambu principles. You have cupuaçu, which is basically a fruit, but there are companies, or at least scientists, trying to use the shell of cupuaçu to producing polymer extracted, from the shell, to be using on textile to produce fabrics, synthetic fabrics from cupuaçu polymers. We have also NGOs, and it is a really, it just really makes sense if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to make some endeavor in the Amazon forest, and you are thinking about start it as an NGO or work in an NGO. We have, really professional and advantage actually NGOs in the Amazon rainforest. We've talked about it yesterday. We have Idesan, for instance, which is the company in the backs of Café Apuí. We have also ISA. They were responsible for develop the supply chain of many indigenous products, like the Yanomami mushrooms, which is an indigenous mushroom, really powerful and tasteful. We have Imaflora. Imaflora was the company responsible to that solution I presented you yesterday, which is a label with a QR code that allows you to track actually the raw material from some product. They have also developed a product using YY pepper, which is a indigenous kind of pepper, delicious. We have also Piabiru, which is also an NGO, and they have been promoting Brazilian bees, and of course the Brazilian honey made from that kind of bees. I don't know if you know that, but Brazilian bees and native bees from the Amazon and all over Brazil, actually, they have no sting. So normally that bee we are used to see on television and on the TV, yellow and black ones, that kind of bees are from Africa and from Europe. Or native bees in Brazil have no sting, and they produce amazing kind of honeys. So guys, we have run a little bit, so I want to know from you, what was the reference that impacted you the most? I presented you many of them, so I want to hear from you. So please, I would like if you could open your camera just a minute, so we can just talk a little bit. I want to hear from you what were your favorite reference. So can you tell me something? Some of you, please open your cameras, guys. I know it is late in Brazil, but if you can open your cameras, let's see each other just a minute. Thank you, Clarice, Mair, or Mario. Let's go, guys. Show me you are awake. So thank you, Jacob. Let's go, guys. Open your camera. Let me see you a bit. So guys, what were the examples of businesses that have been already operating in the Amazon rainforest that you like it the most? So have you liked something? Do you want to share with me something? Any of you guys?
I like the pepper.
You like the peppers?
Yes.
Which kind of peppers? The peppers from manioc or from origins and others?
The last you showed us now.
Great. It is by the way, it is a pepper. Actually, it is not only one pepper. It is a mixture of peppers. So the indigenous have the tradition of mix many kinds of peppers together, and just grind it with salt, and that's why it is so delicious. And they also smoke it in an indigenous technique called oh my gosh, I forgot the name, but they smoke it. Thanks, Claudia, for opening your camera. So Claudia, Jacob, Mair, do you want to share what was your favorite reference?
I think the tourism sector impacts me most because of the 60% of the person that are in cruise don't stay or land in Pará because I don't know, maybe they have afraid or they don't want to see or just they don't know the culture and the beauty of the area, you know, and this impact me a lot when I discovered that.
Yeah, also me. I was just like, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. It's, you know, okay. Maybe it's, of course, we're gonna need to understand this deeply, but sometimes I think that somebody goes to the cruiser and say, guys, we just arrived to Belém. Belém is a city, and that's it. And we have nobody else saying them that, guys, we have arrived in one of the most amazing cities worldwide. We have lots of dance, music, food here. Belém is a creative city of gastronomy by UNESCO, by UN. So would you like to go there, taste some of the most amazing foods in the world? I think that nobody is just telling this. Claudia, Jacob, would you like to share what was the reference that impacted you the most?
Yes, I'd love to do that. So what I really like, well, I liked several things, obviously, but what impacted me most, so it was like the most astonishing thing to me was the handbag made of fish, like of fish skin, or like the what is left from the fish after processing, if I got it right. And this was like really surprising to me because I didn't think that there was any possibility to further process this, because I always saw it like just as waste, you know, but it's not. It's just, as we've seen, like circular economy, and well, that's like really inspiring.
Yeah, it is. I really love this example also, especially because not only they are using a material that actually had not any kind of use, but also because they have been increasing the incomes to communities that collect that kind of fish as a way of living. So it is amazing. And as you have to take care of the quantity of fishes we extract from our river, I can have more incomes just with one kind of fish, it just make the pressure of incomes just be a little bit soft. So it is a really great example. Claudia, would you like to say something? Anybody, despite you are not with your camera opened? Let's go, guys. Let's talk a little bit.
Paulo, would you mind?
Yeah.
Paulo, so I think after I have just say, and I have no exactly new Amazon for me, and exact it's a totally new place for me. I have seen a lot of beauty places and very interesting foods, and they looks delicious, but actually for me, I have never known about it, and this is the first time I have known that there are so many beautiful things, and maybe it gives me some things about that. Maybe we should show the beauties to the people in the world, and if only they have known it, and they will more like to go there and to know this place and to cost to buy it. Just like that, after I just saw the PowerPoint, I have known the tourist, the beautiful boat that we just talked about our teammates. It's a very beautiful boat, and we never think about we can see it in Amazon. So I think it's very important to show all the beauties, all the great foods, and all the greats in Amazon and to the world. So that's all. Thank you.
That's true, Leo. Thank you. Of course, tourism sector. Normally, services sector is something that have much added value. So normally, try to, as I've said to you, normally developed countries has the tourism sector developed. Try to think about Paris, Beijing, Peking, Tokyo, New York, many places in the world that is developed has also developed their tourism sector. So if we can develop a bit more tourism sector in the Amazon region, we're going to be also able to, develop the whole region, because we develop the human resource, we develop the entrance of external money in the region, and so on. Anyone else, guys, want to just comment about any reference I've given to you? The chocolate ones, the beverage ones. Have you liked the video? What do you think about the video from Amad's drink I've shown to you?
Mister, good
Hello,
evening,
Jesus. Good evening.
good evening, my friends. I am impressed with the tourism sector because there are many opportunities in which the same population can take advantage of the landscapes where they live by adding navigable roads in the rivers, which throughout benefit the same population directly. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus. That's true. We have had already few experience in the region, but every time it was amazing. Just tourists coming here and just take a ride inside the forest, looking over cocoa trees, extracting a cocoa from a tree, and understand how it is delicious and how the chocolate is produced. So it is an experience. So and of course it can generate incomes to local communities and traditional population. Guys, thanks so much for your comments, for your notes. I think now we have a break. Thank God we have a break. Guys, I will give you 10 minutes break as usual, as we have done yesterday. I will change the number in the screen, but look to your clock as we are in different time zones. And please come back in 10 minutes because, we have some more to share with you before we're gone. Thank you, guys. See you in 10 minutes. Hello, guys. Let's get
Hello.
back. Hello. Hello, Luisa. Let's get back, guys. Be happy. We won't have much more class for today. Guys, we have an activity right now, okay? It is an important activity. I will ask you to, just like yesterday, you can access this website, menti.com, type this code and just type there what kind of business you would have in the Amazon rainforest, what kind of sector. Please use just 1 or 2 words at max, just food sector or tourism or, logistics sector or, any kind of sector you want. But I want to know which kind of sector would you choose if you had to start a business in the Amazon rainforest. Let's imagine, actually, let's remember that today you're going to be asked to start your business idea, just the idea. So let's start to imagine in which sector would you like to create some business here, right? So please go to menti.com. Please type this code. I will be following you in my screen. And please answer this question. What kind of sector would you choose to start a business on the Amazon rainforest, right? We're gonna have to do this in 5 minutes, right, guys? I don't want to take too long for today, so please, let's go there. Let's go be fast. Type this code on menti.com and in 1 or at maximum 2 words, tell me which kind of sector, not the business, but the sector, would you choose to start your business here in the Amazon rainforest, right? Go there, guys. Let's go. I'll share this with you so you can follow what your colleagues are talking about it. All right. Can you see this? Okay. Technology, tourism, water resource, right now. Very nice. Biodegradable products, logistics. Somebody said hello. Hello. Açaí, design, very nice. Amazon nuts, education, food products, right? Natural medicine, very nice, very nice. Logistics, okay. Anybody else? Great, guys, great, nice to know it. Okay, so guys, let's go further. If you want to add something more, go on. You can send me more than once alternative, so be free for that. Let me just go back to our presentation. Very nice, guys. Thank you for sharing this. Okay. All right, guys. So this is the time. So of creating your business idea, right? So this course, first, we have two tasks here, right? The first one, if you are able to do that, discuss with your colleague what are the business benchmarks they can bring for you from their countries, right? So we have here, and I will gently ask for, let me make this differently. So I want to ask you to, just a second, to the guys from other countries. So Jesus, Jacob, Leo, other from China, USA, you know, any country that isn't Brazil. Guys, would you like to give us some examples from your countries of, you know, very nice businesses that you think it's good to share with us, that can be a good reference for a business that want to be started in the Amazon rainforest? Have you thought in some business from your country, guys, while we were talking about this kind of business from Amazon? Can you give us some examples from your country of sustainability, of relation with local communities, of, you know, technology using natural resources? Would you like, guys? Jacob, Jesus, Shang, Liu. One of the most important things of this experience is the opportunity of sharing knowledge from many countries, as I've said. So if you could contribute with us, would be really nice. No? Okay, guys. Anybody? Right? Okay, guys, so let's go further. Guys, I want you to just read this QR code. I will again share the link on the chat also, just give me a minute. But in this QR code, you'll be asked in a forms to write your business idea, answering 4 questions, which are the questions you can see on the screen. So this is the time of creating your business idea, and I mean the business idea of your team. So you need to go to the Microsoft Teams, get together with your team, with your colleagues from your team in this challenge, and then start to choose some business idea, right? Today, you are asked to choose one business idea, right? So you're gonna need to choose one idea. But if for some reason you decided to change this idea for the next week, that's fine. Don't worry about it. It is just to make an exercise and just to make you just thinking about concretely on what business would you launch here, right? So guys, we have 8 teams. I would ask you to go to your Microsoft Teams Zoom with your equipe. We're gonna have 15 minutes to that, and then we're gonna be done for today, of course. And I want you to answer these 4 questions in the forms you can reach by this QR code, right? And I'm gonna put the link on the chat right now. Okay, so guys, get united with your team and answer, what do you sell? It is fundamental, right? You cannot have a business if you don't know what you're gonna with what you're gonna make business. So you're gonna need to sell some tourism services, or some ingredient, or some cosmetic, or some, you know, tech ingredient, tech material, and so on. And what are actually, who buys it? It is fundamental also. So if you want to sell something, you want to be, you know, you're gonna need to know who's gonna buy it, right? So you're gonna need to exercise this, and you can say something in general, like people who have some kind of specific disease that need this kind of product because it is good for, let's say, hypertension. And what are your challenges? So try to imagine, of course, you're going to have challenge. We have been talking about our SWOT in the Amazon region. So what are the challenges you are already, aware of in your business idea, right? And how does it impact the Amazon? Let's remember, we are not here just to create any kind of startup. We are here to stimulate your ideas, considering the Amazonian opportunities. Of course, we're gonna need to make something that impacts positively the Amazon region. Then I want to know from you, how does it impact your how does your business idea impact the Amazon, right? Is it clear? Do you want to ask something while I share the link in the chat? Just let me know, guys, it's clear.
It's clear, Paulo.
Right, thank you. And again, you're gonna need to choose someone from your team to answer the questionnaire, the forms, right? You are asked to answer just one forms per each team. Okay, so you don't need to fulfill one forms per person, just for one for your team. Okay, let's go, guys. We have 50 minutes. And there's the link. And again, guys, if you are the ones who cannot access Google Forms, please share with me, sending me privately messages on the chat, right? You're gonna need to answer these 4 questions, and this is gonna be your idea for the whole competition, for the whole challenge. At least you have reasons to change it in the next days. It's okay, but try to understand what would be your business idea, right? Answering these 4 questions. 1 forms per team, right? And any doubt you have, I'm here, of course. Right, guys? Please, I need you to post your answers on the forums or send me your answers by privately on chat for the guys who can't open the Google Forms, right? So please, guys, post your answers. Right, guys, let's get back. Are you still there? Please don't leave me. We are about to finish. I just want to give you some final words. And I want you to post your answers, please, on your business ideas, on forums or on the chat privately.
Paul,
Yeah.
can you give us more 5 minutes, please?
Yes, please, please.
Okay, guys, yes, of course we can.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Guys, we're gonna be back in 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes. 1 minute more, guys. Okay, guys, let's get back. I know we are, at least in Brazil, it's almost 11 p.m., so I know it's a bit late. And I really appreciate the fact that you are still here with me. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm really happy to notice how interested you are in the Amazon rainforest. We really need entrepreneurs like you. We have been, and you're gonna see some of them in the last day of Amazon experience, but we have been receiving lots of investors wanting to, put money in startup and business in the Amazon rainforest. So I'm sure to know you to, I'm sure to affirm to you and to tell you that money is not a problem nowadays in the Amazon rainforest. I mean it. We have lots of source of money, especially of investments in those who want to be entrepreneurs and want to create startups here in the Amazon rainforest. The world is looking over us. The World Bioeconomy Forum, for instance, is happening right now in Belém from Monday to tomorrow. And it is the first time the World Bioeconomy Forum happens and take place out of Europe. It normally is. It normally occurs in Finland, and it just reinforced the fact that people were just taking lots of looking in the Amazon rainforest. We are really important to the world, in as we have seen yesterday, and we need much more business, as I've shown you today. And we really hope that some of you take it not only as a educational challenge or exercise, but as an opportunity to start your business and to take, as your colleague have said, take this blue ocean of opportunities, which is, start an endeavor, a startup in the Amazon rainforest, right? We have lots of opportunities here, guys, and we have lots of, money just being thrown here, right? So, guys, thank you so much. I received actually some of your answers, and of course, as it is your business idea, and as we are in a competition in the last days, you're gonna be competing with each other, teams, with other teams, to be, the most interesting, the most maybe profitable or feasible business idea. And so I can't tell you what are the ideas I received from you, but I'm very happy with them, and I hope you have enjoyed this workshop, this class. I hope you have enjoyed the class of yesterday. I know it might be, maybe long, but it's really important to you, and for me, of course, and for us, to get you aware of the most important things in our region, as you are entrepreneurs who want to make your startup here. So, well, guys, have you a nice week. I think Professor Kyle is gonna make his final words. Again, I would ask you to give me feedbacks, at least, if you can give it now, I would appreciate, but if you want to give it tomorrow, more, more relaxed, that's fine too. So please give me on the forums what you like the most, what you didn't like, and what do you think is missing. It is really important because we have been, promoting editions of Amazon Experience, and it is really important to us and to your colleagues to have a better edition each time, right? I will post the link right now in the chat while Professor Kyle says his final words to you. So guys, thank you so much. It was a really pleasure of mine be here with you in these 2 days, and I hope it was useful to you. See you guys. Have a good experience.
So hello, everyone. Thank you so much for your attendance today. Thank you so much, Professor Paulo, for all your insights and for sharing all your experience about our region. Professor Paulo is always a really motivation for me when I think about the Amazon and all the challenge that we have here. He will be with us in next week as a mentoring, and tomorrow we will have the workshop of ESG. Sorry, I have to sneeze very. Sorry about that, technical problems about my allergies. And tomorrow we're going to have the ESG workshop. ESG is one of the most important topics when we think about developing business here in the Amazon. So I see you, everybody, tomorrow. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a good resting day. Thank you.
Right, guys, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Professor Kyle will post the feedback link on your WhatsApp groups, right? Thank you so much. It was very nice to be with you in these 2 days. Bye-bye.